colour can make all the difference, especially at a time of year where there's an awful lot of brown, grey, white kind of spaces in your garden. Some really vivid colours going on in a garden can really brighten up the look and really be more attractive to getting you out there and actually enjoying your garden, spending time out there. So some of the plants that you can have that actually incorporate some really nice colour at this time of year, right through into early spring, would be such as hellebores, cyclamen, and winter aconite. Bring a nice bit of colour to the low levels of your garden. If you want to go something a bit higher, like climbing, you can use like winter honeysuckle and winter clematis, things like that. Although they're quite pale in colour, with a little bit of yellow maybe and a little bit of creams and browns and things involved, they really do have nice little spots of colour for your garden as well. So they're really good ways of incorporating colour through the winter. They'll flower through the winter, right through into early spring, and they'll be really good for your garden to incorporate a little bit of ground level or higher up colour. There is a simpler way of doing this, not so much a simpler way, but a cheaper way. You can incorporate some really nice winter flowering pansies as well into your garden. You can get these literally, you can buy them in supermarkets now, I've noticed recently. You can buy them in supermarkets, you can buy them in your general garden centres or your local nurseries, plant nurseries as well. But a pack of like either 6, 9, 12 pack of winter flowering pansy, bedding pansies, are such a cheap way of getting winter colour into your garden. And if it's anything like the pansies that I have in my garden when I plant them for the winter, they last right through until the middle of spring, sometimes through to the summer. So they just keep on going. So it's not just winter colour that they incorporate. They are incredibly good at sort of the longevity side of it. So lasting a long, long time. So if you don't want to incorporate anything perennial, permanent, you're not sure what you're doing with your garden, you just want to incorporate a bit of colour now for like an instant response. That's the right word. Yeah, the winter flowering pansies are really good. Also introduce colour into your garden in the winter months in a different way. So a lot of plants, as they grow, like summer flowering plants or spring flowering plants, as they come into winter, their foliage will change and will become a different colour, which is really good. A lot of plants also, when they drop their leaves, their bark will change as well. The bark is what brings the colour. So in the winter months, they tend to come brighter and more vivid in colour. So they're a really nice way of introducing colour. Plants, as I say, like dogwoods. Now, dogwoods don't just come in red, they come in a variety of different colours. You can get whites, you can get yellows, orange coloured bark as well, or stems, should I say, not rather than bark. Fortunia, the red robin. Now, as you go through the summer months, the new growth is really vivid red, and as they come through into the winter months, the leaves mature. They remain that red, they're tones of red, but the vividness kind of disappears a little bit. So they become a bit more of a mature red, it's really nice colouring, but they're evergreen. Then we've got Calicarpa, the purple, vibrant, I love that, call it beauty berries. Purple berries are actually probably the most vivid berry that I've ever seen in a garden. They're amazing, but the purple colour stands out so brightly in your garden. It will pick out, if you've got it planted in between grasses or different shrubs and stuff, you will see the purple berries shining through between the leaves, especially if they're deciduous shrubs, they're dropping their leaves. So they're a really good way of doing it as well. So adding a bit of colour to your garden. As I say, you don't have to just add it with flowering plants, although flowering plants are really important because the pollinators go through the winter, but actually thinking about the leaves and the bark as well as an option, creating a bit of colour texture in your garden through the winter months. They look really good as well. So a bit of colour goes a long way.